Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, one and all, to the K12 Esports League Championship Rocket League matchup. I am Dustin Owens, your co host and co coordinator for the K12 Esports League, along with Robbie Minagde, the program manager here, ready for a fall 2025 to crown a champion tonight. What are we thinking, Robbie?
Oh, I'm thinking I can't wait to get into this one. We're going to have the CAVA Bears varsity team going up against the INGDA Dragons varsity team here for Rocket League. It's going to be an insane matchup, actually. CAVA probably feeling super amazing because they did take down our number 1 seed in OHVA last week. So, obviously, our championship match today, the CAVA Bears versus the INGDA Dragons. We also have off stream the third, fourth place matchup being the K12 PEA Wolves going up against the OHVA Cardinals. That is our varsity Rocket League. We also have some open league Rocket League matches going on. Say that 5 times fast, as well as some chess matches as well. So a very stacked Wednesday here for us at the K12 Esports. Not wait to get into this one. And so I think whenever the players are ready, we're ready. Couple disclaimers and before we actually do hop over though, and Dustin, you can let them know we can get into it. Um, Number one, thank you, everyone. Number two, this is a high school esports league. This is a school event. I know it's virtual, but act like you are at school. Keep the chat chill, keep it positive, keep it vibey. It's going to be amazing. Cannot wait for this one. We are actually looking at a best of 7 series as well. So the team here to win 4 games will be crowned our K12 Esports League Varsity Rocket League Fall Season 2025 champions. The Kava Bears have won quite a few championships across the games. I think this would be their first one, as well as for INGDA. They are searching for their very first championship in the K12 Esports League as a whole. So big implications on the line here for both teams today. And here we go into this one here. Shout out to Dustin for the amazing overlay. INGDA on the blue side, CAVA on the orange side today. Starting off quickly is CAVA. Cookie with an open goal, sees the opportunity and takes advantage. Huge demolition coming in there too from their teammate.
Yeah, and we know this dedication coming from the Kava team today, obviously wanting to really win it. INGDA currently at 7-1 for the season. Kava coming in at 6-2, hoping to make this their championship win for the night. Very good start from Kava coming out from Cookie, and possibly even another up and over right. Oh, right
Wow.
into the corner. Cookie being able to steal that second goal. That was insane.
Amazing play here by Cookie, who I have recently learned is our second SSL peak in the K12 Esports League. We have Sith from OHVA and now Cookie on the Kava side, who have both been able to reach that insane level as far as rank in Rocket League. No other teams do have that, so on the lookout for Cookie all night tonight. INGDA gonna want to shut them down, but for INGDA, Eminent Shadow, Wookiee Beast, and Xenobug, we know these players actually super well. And one thing that I see a lot, as Wookiee Beast will get the first score in tonight for INGDA, that is huge for confidence. Season open net and able to angle that one in perfectly. Almost didn't hit the sidebar, but it will bounce in. But as I was saying for the INGDA crew, we know these players super well. One thing I've noticed as we watch them all season long, they are players that get better as the series goes on. So looking for that to happen once again today. Wookiee Beast with some nice bumps onto Salt Mine there from the Kava Bears, keeping control of the ball here for INGDA. Wookiee Beast will go up a little bit of a whiff there, I believe, from Xenobug does come out. They had the opportunity, will not take advantage there. Ball control now at a 50-50. Gonna be able to take it away is Wookiee Beast. To the sky they go. Good dribbles here, Cookie on the defensive though.
And it's funny you mentioned how they're getting warmed up. I feel like we've seen so much action here already just within that first minute. Already 3 goals into this matchup. Currently, Kava on the offensive on the INGDA side. who is going to come out on top of this. Who knows? 3 minutes left. Again, with everybody kind of getting warmed up and everything, this is going to be an insane matchup. Quick demolition from Salt Mine onto Wookie Beast there. Gonna try to clear a little bit of space, regain ball control. But INGDA, Imminent Shadow, able to steal away from center field and get that second goal for INGDA.
Tying us up is Eminence Shadow. A little bit of an awkward play there from the CAVA Bears does come out. It looked like both Newsy and Saltmine were trying to set up Cookie to take control of the ball. Cookie, unfortunately, unable to get there quite, like just a second too late, honestly. And so that will give INGDA the opportunity at an open net, and will take advantage there. So tied up halfway through game number 1. We couldn't ask for anything more here. The K12 Esports League in a championship matchup, and Xenobug from downtown taking advantage once again of an open net. I mean, a cross field shot there, perfectly angled, perfectly hit, will go all the way down and bounce in. That will be the first lead here today for INGDA in this game and in this series.
It looked like Cookie was trying to bounce that ball back off, knowing that other player was in the center field, but Zeno, just being able to read that ball very well, was able to get that goal for INGDA, obviously. Kudos to them. INGDA currently keeping the pressure on CAVA, but CAVA able to get it away and is on the attack at the moment. Looks like it's going to be a good read.
Offensive pressure here for... Good read, as Dustin said. Offensive pressure coming out from CAVA will convert into a score there. We see Wookie Beast and Eminent Shadow almost both able to deflect that one, but just enough on that ball from the CAVA Bears to get that one in. Tied, equalized at 2 minutes apiece. I'm sorry, 2 minutes left on the clock.
Newsy having a pretty good chance there. Eminent's going to be able to meet that, be able to keep them and that goal safe from INGDA this go around. Coming back to midfield, CAVA currently in control up in the air. Going to get a little bit of tip off from Xenobug though. Wookie Beast looks like he's going to take control and bring it down to the CAVA side. Looking at an open net, but Saltmine is able to clear that away.
Great clear by Saltmine there. Still more pressure from INGDA. Eminent Shadow will actually lose the 50-50, and Cookie able to take the advantage they got from the 50-50 and convert it into another goal. That will put CAVA back up again into the lead here. 2 players from INGDA almost there to save it. Again, just a half second too late on that one. This game is so close. All 6 players in this lobby are playing on fire. Cookie with control now will go to the sky, showing off their skills. Xenobug with a great clear.
Yeah, Wookie Beast is going to be able to come out of the goal, able to kind of get the ball downfield, but quickly answered by the CAVA Bears here, and is currently has some pressure on the goal with an opportunity. Not going to be able to find it though with the additional defensive measures from the INGDA side. Eminent's able to keep
Once again,
it on the CAVA
offensive
side.
pressure here. That's right. Once again, offensive pressure here for INGDA. They do need to get one more goal in before the timer does tick out to send us to an overtime. I would love to see a Game 1 overtime here in Championship Week. We're crowning a Varsity League, Rocket League champion tonight. One of these teams, it will be their first time winning this title in Rocket League. Cookie able to get the 50-50 clear there. It is now on the INGDA side of the field. Crazy offensive pressure here from the CAVA Bears. Wookie Beast able to steal that one away. Good dribbling here. They have 12 seconds to get this one in.
And I'm not sure, Eminent's going up. Not going to be able to find it, but Xenobug catching CAVA all over their net at the moment, keeping that goal away. And it looks like CAVA is going to take away round 1 in this best of 7. But an extremely close matchup coming out in the very first round here.
Absolutely. 1 goal separated these 2 teams from this game number 1. Taking a look at the scoreboard here, very evenly spread across the INGDA squad. Each player getting 3 goals in. One thing I'm noticing as soon as I look at this, though, is the amount of saves for both teams actually very, very low, and the amount of shots compared to what we see sometimes in the K12 Esports League also very low as well. So high conversion rates for both of these teams on the offensive side. A couple of great saves as well, but looking up at the CAVA scoreboard as well, Cookie 3 goals, 1 assist, 1 save. Playing out of their minds again. Our SSL peak here in this lobby today, the one and only, as we're getting into game 2 now.
And a good kickoff. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of a change up from the CAVA side with Lath coming in. Going to get the kickoff, and quickly Salt Miner able to get the first goal 6 seconds into round 2 here.
And great challenge by both INGDA players there. Again, unfortunately, just the way that Rocket League works sometimes, you can be in the perfect spot and the ball will still go in. So shout outs to CAVA for putting in a very, very quick goal. But on the INGDA side, 2 players were there, just a little bit off on that one. So the defense looking strong. As long as they can actually convert that into saves, they'll be feeling super, super, super good. I did not mind that double commit there at all, because there was another CAVA player coming through, but fortunately for the CAVA team, right, it did go through. Salt Mine taking it up into the air. Complete pressure here for CAVA at the moment. Cookie will bounce it off the wall, kind of juke out one of the players, but Eminent Shadow for INGDA coming in clutch, and an amazing assist from Eminence to Wookie Beast. Wookie Beast and the INGDA crew will equalize us and tie this game up. We're only 47 seconds in to this game number 2 here today. Absolutely insane.
No, and I think, honestly, everybody's just got the right idea. They have the right idea to go into that net. Again, with that double commit, as you mentioned before, from INGDA. CAVA even almost on point, and Eminence able to quickly make another goal and a play here for the INGDA team. Wookie Beast, a good setup there. Lath just a little under where that ball is. Isn't going to be able to find it, and so Eminence is going to be able to take that in for INGDA. Currently up by 1 in round 2 here.
We're not even a minute into this game number 2, and back and forth we go. Another opportunity there for CAVA. Cookie there, but both Lath and Salt Mine on the back end for CAVA, making sure that no shenanigans do happen. Cookie with an amazing save. However, 1 save is not enough, as the INGDA Dragons will put in another one. It was a good shot by Eminent Shadow, saved by Cookie, but Xenobug there for the follow-up.
And I love the playability read from these players. They know exactly where to be when they need to be there. Very, very good offensive strategy coming out from INGDA there, being able to pick up that goal. CAVA very close to a goal there. It is going to be hit on the side.
Oh my goodness.
And INGDA is going to be able to clear the goal at this time. Going to try to take it down the field with currently an open net. Has an opportunity. Lath not able to get under, and Wookie Beast is able to take it all the way from the other side of the field.
What a play from Wookie Beast here, showing off how good they are in the air. Unfortunately, Lath not far enough to knock that ball up high enough over the crossbar. Will kind of help that one go in, but regardless, I think that one was going in. What I was going to say, I actually wanted to see a little bit more offensive pressure from the CAVA Bears crew, as, you know, playing really defensively, honestly, are Salt Mine and Lath, but they kind of need to continue with that game plan, because again, another goal goes in for the INGDA Dragons. Wookie Beast setting up their teammates so well, bringing that ball right in front of the goal, also getting a demolition to make sure that that ball did go in there. We are looking at a 5-1 lead in favor of INGDA. What a change up from what we saw in game number 1, where it was so close. INGDA really on the gas pedal right now.
Yeah, and I think it was a really, really smart strategy what Wookie did, being able to take out that player. If you can't get the ball in, just demo him. That's that's exactly what the philosophy was. INGDA being able to deliver on that goal. Again, currently up by 4.
I gotta call out.
Go for it.
Sorry, I gotta call out Cookie right there real quick. I know it is, at this point, it was 20 seconds ago, but a double flip reset coming out of Cookie, showing off what they can do. Unfortunately, it does not convert into a goal, but for those of you that know Rocket League, that was absolutely nuts.
Big save there
Back
by
to this
Leif.
gameplay here, though. Great save by Leif.
And Cookie is going to try to come up, take the ball downfield to the INGDA side, currently met by Wookie Beast. A little bit of back and forth at the moment.
By Leif will win. Very back and forth.
Cookie trying to go up for it, not quite able to connect. But again, Leif coming up, trying to get it cleared. CAVA looking for the opening and may have found it with Salt Mine here. Over to the corner. Not quite able to connect. Cookie very, very close on that goal. Wookie Beast coming down, though. Has an opportunity, and unfortunately is not going to be able to convert it into that goal. Back over here to the CAVA
Wookie
corner.
Beast with their own flip reset and an open net here for INGDA. Who is that CAVA player right there? I'm not sure. We're going to see it on the replay. I believe it's Leif. Leif is there. Just barely off angle on that one. Oh my gosh. We will see a 5-goal lead here for INGDA in this game number 2. And this is big for them after losing that game number 1.
For sure.
To the sky. Wookie Beast with a good clear here. It is still pressure from the CAVA Bears at this moment. Wookie Beast with another great 50-50 win. And the INGDA Dragons looking on point here today, Dustin.
No, I 100% agree. Round 1 obviously gave us a taste of what CAVA is capable of, but coming into round 2, INGDA has just, as you mentioned several times, has not let off the gas. And has just been all over this field, all over this offensive piece. Really good setup there, and Cookie able to convert for CAVA this round. Leif.
That was amazing by Leif. Oh my goodness gracious. Cookie with the perfect follow-up, Leif with the perfect setup. Great teamwork coming out of CAVA there. Only 45 seconds left on the clock here. They are looking at a 4-goal deficit, but that goal was amazing from the CAVA crew. Gonna do wonders for the fact that they were able to get a goal in after their 6-second goal to start this game. So, gonna be feeling definitely better going into game number 3. We're about 23 seconds from INGDA winning this game. It is not impossible for the CAVA Bears, but improbable, yes.
Yeah, it'd definitely have to be a lot of goals attained in a very short period, but a very good save coming out from Cookie. Keeping INGDA from getting another score there at the very end. And they got to be
Wookie Beast is going to let this one. Yes, they got to be feeling so good as Wookie Beast lets the timer run out, lets the ball hit the ground. We are tied here. Championship Wednesday for Varsity Rocket League. Oh my goodness. Very, very close game number 1 that CAVA does edge out. Kind of a blowout here in game number 2, looking at a 6-2 victory for the INGDA Dragons. We are now basically set, kind of equalized, reset to a best-of-5 series now. The next team to win 3 games will be crowned our champion. And once again, big implications on the line for both these teams. To my understanding, CAVA has won other esports titles, has never won a Rocket League title though. And for INGDA, they are searching for the first one as a full school. So both teams really wanting this one, I'm sure, so much. Cannot wait to actually crown one of these guys for the first time as Rocket League champions. But we will get into game number 3 here in just a moment.
Yeah, and if you saw some of those stats that were up on the screen a moment ago, we saw just a few more saves coming out that round, but significantly more shots coming out from each team, which is huge. You could definitely tell a lot of offensive measures on that INGDA side. Having, I want to say it was at least 12 shots in that round, so able to convert on half of those, but still several coming out from the CAVA side as well. I think, as you mentioned before, CAVA gonna need to be a little on the aggressive side, I think, offensively, if they want to continue this hold going into round 3.
Absolutely, and almost a quick goal comes out from the INGDA squad, but Cookie for the CAVA Bears with a really good save. We are still 0-0 here. 30 seconds into this game, number 3, another save by Cookie. Offensive pressure here from INGDA, so strong at the moment. Kava's going to need to look for a clear and to look for some pressure for themselves, but
Nice
with an amazing shot shows the control that they have over their car. To have control over the ball, will snipe it right over those 3 CAVA players. An amazing goal there for INGDA.
And I almost felt like when I was looking at the overhead view of the INGDA players, just kind of the swarm of the in and out, the offensive aggression that's coming from them was insane right before that goal happened. CAVA having to essentially guard the goal with their life with all 3 in the same vicinity. So Wookie being able to take it up and over is huge for the INGDA side. Currently back on the offensive as INGDA, but it's going to get bounced off over here into the corner. Wookie Beast is going to try to take it. A weird bounce, but Lath is able to clear it just in time.
Xenobug there for the follow-up. The clear will come through for CAVA as we see Cookie now with a good hit. Offensive pressure opportunity here for CAVA, and Cookie will convert. Who needs teammates, says Cookie. I'll pass it to myself, and I will score the goal. We are tied 1-1 apiece. What a great shot as well. With the car upside down, hitting the perfect angle on the ball, bouncing it right in. Great equalizer there by Cookie and the CAVA Bears.
If you had the opening, take it, and that's exactly what Cookie was able to do, coming from down the field. Cookie gonna clear it out a little bit, but thankfully Newsy there to be able to save it for the CAVA side. But Eminence able to dribble up and over Lath, I believe it was, and able to get that ball in for INGDA. It was actually over Cookie right there. Able to get it up and over. INGDA by 1.
That was so good there by Eminent Shadow. Didn't get fancy with it. Very straight up, calculated play, and it works out. Oh, unfortunately, though, for the same player that just got that goal, a little bit of a whiff there. Almost had an opportunity for a shot on goal. Although, once again, Dustin, the offensive pressure here from INGDA is just crazy. I feel like as Xenobug off the assist from Eminent Shadow will put another one in. The offensive pressure from INGDA is so strong. This ball just stays on the CAVA side of the field, and it barely touches the INGDA side. CAVA really gonna need to figure out how to get these clears a little bit better and keep control of the ball, keep it on the INGDA side if they want a chance in this game and in this series.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, it's almost like a swarm. It's like it doesn't matter where you are. It seems like someone from INGDA is readily available to take over possession and be able to keep it on the CAVA side. CAVA being able to provide a little bit of pressure, though, coming into this particular part of the matchup. Going to be met halfway down the field, though. Wookie Beast looks like he was going to try to pass back out. Eminent Shadow, though, able to pick up from where Wookie left off, converting on another goal for INGDA.
It's a little bit awkward there from, I believe, 2 players on the CAVA side, unable to actually get the touch on the ball as Eminent Shadow just comes in so quickly and will convert that into a score here. But good kickoff for CAVA here, and will be taken advantage of again, Cookie with another goal for the CAVA Bears. Able to make it happen, and great teamwork actually as well. I think Lath went for the fake, which made the INGDA players think that Lath was going to hit the ball, but followed up immediately by Cookie. So that is something I love to see for sure. The CAVA Bears looking like they are warming up once again, or climbing their way back into this series here. The score is 4-2. in this game number 3, minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. And again, good offensive pressure here from CAVA. I don't know what changed in the last minute or so, but CAVA had their MJ juice from Space Jam in, playing really, really well.
Sorry, that caught me off guard for a second. I used to love it, and it just ends up being water. But hey, whatever that mindset needs to be, that's what you should have on championship day for Rocket League here. Currently, we're on the offensive with INGDA on the CAVA side. Leif trying to get it out of there, and just being met by some of the backline from Wookie Beast and Xeno, being able to keep it over that midline. Newsy is going to be able to take it down to the INGDA side. Currently, Wookie in the goal is going to be able to get that clear. Followed up by Cookie trying to get it over here to the center. And Xenobug's going to take it.
Again, Xenobug's going to take it, but the pressure from CAVA has completely switched in the second half of this game number 3. Finally, we will see INGDA with some control of the ball. A great demolition coming out of Xeno onto Cookie, but it doesn't turn into anything as, once again, the ball on the INGDA side. Wookie Beast now with an opportunity to dribble this one up. We'll get it past Cookie. It has been centered. No teammate follow-up at the moment. Eminent Shadow waiting at the 50-yard line. We'll get a good bounce, but it's going to be control once again over to CAVA. Only 15 seconds about left on this one, though. So unless they can convert very, very quickly, we will be seeing INGDA win this game number 3. Again, not impossible, but now with 5 seconds, highly improbable. With all of that being said, I want to talk really quickly about, yes, INGDA did win this game number 3. They are up now 2-1 in this series. But what that does for CAVA's mindset and for their confidence going into this game number 4 cannot be understated. The first 2.5 minutes of that game looked just like game number 2, INGDA dominance. But after about that halfway point, CAVA really turned it on. Great offensive pressure, great conversion onto a goal by Cookie as well. And INGDA unable to score anything, I believe, in that latter half of the game. So, again, probably feeling... obviously not the best because they lost that game, but feeling pretty good. Should be feeling great going into this game number 4 that they can take this and equalize the series once again at 2-2.
No, I 100% agree with you. I think a couple of those possessions from CAVA on that last little bit, I just noticed they were going up and over to try to get the shot. Could have potentially had the opportunity, not quite enough boost and everything in their arsenal to be able to kind of get it into the goal. But a very good switch up from round 2, as you mentioned. I'm hoping to see this continued acceleration from CAVA to continue to have this competitive matchup that we have going on this evening.
100%. And I'm leaning so close into my screen right now. I can't with the gameplay that we're seeing right now. It is such a close matchup. CAVA, I'm wanting to see them carry exactly what they were doing last game into this game, and what a good start. 4 seconds in, we will see Cookie with a, nothing fancy once again. All of our players in this lobby can get fancy with it, but sometimes it's the simple things that convert the most. So Cookie able to do the simple goal and put their team up into a 1-0 lead very, very quickly in this one. Can they keep that up is the question.
Yeah, simplicity can always overcome even the most complex situations. Very good read there by Cookie with that bounce. Gonna see a demo coming from Salt Miner onto Wookie Beast as CAVA is able to keep the ball on the INGDA side of the field. Has an opportunity. Gonna be bounced back out, but Cookie being able to go up for it. And the clear comes from Wookie going back down to the CAVA side. Quickly back down to the INGDA side, though, and a setup for Cookie coming off the ceiling. I believe it was from Salt Mine. Setting Cookie up for success right there. What a great team.
Yeah, shout out Salt Mine. That was a pass and a half for sure. And we do see, I believe it was Eminent Shadow or Wookie Beast. I'm sorry, I'm not sure exactly who it was, but they were there. Unfortunately, coming off of the top of the crossbar, not able to actually get the save. And we will see the biggest lead for CAVA that we've seen since game number 1. They are up 2-0. We do have 4 minutes and 3 seconds left in this game, so plenty of time for INGDA to mount a comeback. But again, for CAVA, not stopping any of that momentum that they started to gain for themselves at the end of that game number 3. Looking really good at this point in time, but now offensive pressure for the INGDA crew. Cookie will steal it away. Eminent Shadow looking for their own steal. Good redirect by Cookie, but Wookie Beast will be there for the takeaway. Offensive pressure now for INGDA. Stolen right back and forth this game goes for both of these squads.
You could definitely tell that aggression coming out from the CAVA side. There's a lot of back and forth. A really good setup for CAVA. Wookie's going to be able to clear it, though, for the INGDA net here. But Newsy coming up, able to pinch it back over into this INGDA corner, with Saltmine being able to keep it and try to get it in front of INGDA's net. But INGDA doing some really good defensive maneuvers to be able to keep it away from a clear-cut shot from the CAVA side. CAVA going to knock it back down to the INGDA side. Going to try to convert. Cookie up in the air, and it's going to bounce off. I believe it was one of the INGDA players to get that goal.
What a read by Cookie once again to send their team up 3-0 in this game number 4. That one will bounce right off of one of the INGDA players, and unless Cookie makes it bounce off of that player, it's actually not going to go in and not going to score. So completely shut out at the first half of this game are the INGDA Dragons. They are going to need to figure out what CAVA is doing, what has switched in their gameplay, and try and shut that down, because they are staring at 0 goals once again halfway through this one, and it is the first time in this series that we are seeing this happen. Good opportunity here from INGDA, will not convert. Eminent Shadow will win the 50-50 there, keep control of this ball for the INGDA Dragons, but unfortunately for INGDA, that is, I think, like the second or third whiff that I've seen on the ball this game. So gonna need to re-lock in are the Dragons, as CAVA is taking full advantage of them in this game number 4.
There was a little bit of action there. INGDA coming in on the CAVA side. Cookie being able to knock it away down to the INGDA side. Gonna see an attempt. Xenobug able to get the save. Yep. Wookie Beast on the way to the CAVA side is going to be met by Salt Miner. Xenobug taking it up and over. Ball getting pinched off to the other side, though. Not going to be currently in position. Wookie Beast gets an interesting hit, and Cookie is able to make the save.
Good clear by Cookie on that one there. Offensive pressure here still strong for INGDA. Huge opportunity, but no one was in the position to follow up on it. This game is absolutely crazy. CAVA started off super hot, but ever since about halfway through this game, it has just been back and forth. No goals converting. The ball changing possession so many times in this one. We will see INGDA with the ball at the moment, though. Cookie with another great clear as well.
Saltmine is going to hit it down towards the INGDA side, keeping it in this INGDA corner. Going to be met by Cookie and Wookie Beast. Xeno, Wookie taking it down. Quick pinch off, but Xenobug able to follow up and finally get on the board this round for INGDA.
Great goal there by INGDA. They will convert on at least one in this game number 4. They do still have time, 43 seconds left. It is, again, not impossible, and we've actually seen crazier things happen in the K12 Esports League. This lead is big, but it's not as big as we have seen. Good opportunity there out the rip, but CAVA will now have full control of the ball. Cookie with a great shot, but Wookie Beast waiting in the very back of the goal will be able to send that one and clear it out. Once again, control here for the INGDA Dragons. Good 50-50 by Wookie Beast. Will keep control, and it will convert into another goal. INGDA in this last minute of game number 4 coming alive. 15 seconds left. Can they tie us up and send us into a game 4 overtime?
And I feel like 15 seconds, honestly, in this game can be a lot of time. So really, we have no idea. Eminence coming out hot, but CAVA gonna be met. Wookie has a chance here, is up in the air. One or two CAVA players in the net, is not gonna be able to find it. Xenobug trying to keep it up off the ground. CAVA is gonna make sure that it does not go in, and round round 4 goes to CAVA, making this a tie all game. This is crazy for the Rocket League Championship this year.
Absolutely crazy. We are once again tied as far as games, as Dustin just mentioned, 2 apiece. We have basically gone from a best of 7 to a brand new, fresh best of 3. Who can win the next 2 games, or who can win 2 games before the other team is a better way to put that. One thing I really want to call out here for the CAVA Bears, and something that I think really converted into a lot in this game number 4, is the demolitions that were coming out of CAVA. And I wish that was a stat that they had here. But the amount of demolitions that we saw from CAVA in this game 4, drastically more than what we saw in the rest of the games. And on the flip side, for INGDA, saw almost no demolitions in this one. And usually, at least from what I gather and what I gauge from what I see of these players, the INGDA Dragons really love their demolitions. So it's kind of a who's controlling the field a little bit better with these demolitions is having the most amount of success. CAVA able to do that and win game number 4. But we are into game number 5 now. Once again, this is a best of 7 series. First team to win 4. We are guaranteed a game number 6 regardless. Cannot wait for the rest of this to play out. But off the kickoff here, INGDA will have control. Good clear here by the CAVA Bears. Salt Mine up into the air. We'll hit it into the corner here. Gonna be cleared by Eminence. Just kidding. Shot on goal by Salt Mine will be stuffed by Wookie Beast. Wookie Beast with a good save into a demolition as well. That is exactly what I was just talking about in between these games, right? INGDA gonna probably look to get back onto their demolition game plan, and CAVA probably gonna want to keep up and do the same thing here as well.
They must have heard you talking about it, because as soon as we started this matchup, there was 2 right out the gate, and then that one more. So yeah, INGDA definitely looking at doing that strat a little more frequent. I think this go around really nice save there by Wookie though. Cookie taking that shot. Wookie just having to be there at the right time. Gonna be a pinch over to center field, but Newsy coming up, being able to get a little bit of possession and keep it on the INGDA side, but it's gonna be met by Wookie taking it back to the CAVA side. Newsy currently in the goal, trying to make sure that nothing's gonna happen. Xenobug gonna hit one right down the center. Have to get a different look on this angle. And
Xenobug, all 3 CAVA players are there in the goal. Threads the needle perfectly in between all 3 players. There was a triangle made of the CAVA players, and Xenobug hits right in the middle of it. That was incredible. Sending the INGDA Dragons up 1-0 in this game number 5. We are 1 minute, and 30 seconds down in this one. 1-0 lead for the CAVA Bears. I'm sorry, INGDA Dragons for the CAVA Bears, stuffed at this point in time. This game is going to be low scoring, I'm thinking here, Dustin, unless some of these players can start converting. But everyone playing on fire at the moment, and which is why up until this point, it has been so close and so low scoring, very back and forth.
Yeah, I agree. I think we were kind of on, after that round 2, we're kind of on that spiral to where these players are really being on the defensive side, really trying to take those offensive measures that they need to, and just trying to convert. Eminence coming in from INGDA. Almost, it looked like a center field, able to convert for INGDA. Good setup there by Wookie coming out the corner over the heads of CAVA. Great start.
Yeah, and I really want to shout out Wookie Beast on that one there. Able to set up their teammates with no boost as well. Wookie barely missed the boost. One of the CAVA players did steal it from them, but even with 0 boost, able to make the right plays, know that they have 0 boost, and set the teammates up for success with a great pass. We now have a 2-0 lead for the INGDA Dragons with only 2 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock. We are halfway through this game, number 5. Solid lead here for the Dragons. And I have
Oh,
not seen too much. Oh my goodness.
what a
Dustin, take this
shot.
one.
What a shot from downfield. Xenobug almost from inside their goal area, shooting all the way to the CAVA side. What an incredible shot from Xenobug. Oh my gosh.
And that is the second one that we do see from Xenobug as well.
Oh,
Second
no.
cross-map shot, and immediately off the kickoff, able to get another goal in. So we are looking at a 4-0 lead here for the Dragons. Luckily for Xenobug, able to skirt around the side there after the kickoff was a complete 50-50, was in the better position than the CAVA Bears to take advantage of that there. Absolutely insane stuff that we're seeing right now in this game number 5 from the Dragons. This is replicating what we saw in game number 2, where the Dragons just converted
nice.
so much. And again, replicating game number 2, you know, the rest of the CAVA Bears unable to really do too much in that game, but Cookie was able to score twice here. And again, Cookie putting one on the board for CAVA. That is gonna, I like to talk about, you know, feelings and emotions a lot, but that's gonna do so much for the CAVA Bears mindsets here. At least getting one on the board. There's still 2 minutes left on the clock as well, only down 3. This is absolutely possible here. They just have to start converting, as Xenobug will demo Cookie with pressure on the ball as well. The Dragons looking to put in a 5th goal here.
And a really, really good save there from CAVA as Xenobug trying to get that in. Cookie on the offensive is going to go downfield, but it's going to be bet by Xenobug. And I think, as you were mentioning before, what a huge confidence booster. That was a crazy pinch coming out before Cookie got that goal, kind of throwing INGDA for a loop there for a moment. But currently on the INGDA side, Xenobug being able to kind of clear it out. It's going to come back down here to CAVA with a little bit of an open net, but Cookie right there. And Eminence off the side post. Cookie trying to get part of it, and unfortunately, it just is not going to bounce off the right way, and it's going to stay in that goal. INGDA up 4.
1 minute, 11 seconds left as well. This is looking like INGDA will be at match point after this game. Another kickoff opportunity here for the CAVA Bears, saved though by Wookie Beast. And as things hopefully slow down just a little bit, the offensive pressure here from INGDA in this game number 5 has been absolutely nuts, and that really comes off of their defensive plays as well. A lot of crazy defensive stops here by I think Wookie Beast, honestly, specifically able to get the stop and then full clear it to the CAVA Bears side of the field, allowing their teammates and setting them up for, you know, success on the offensive side. So the defense converting into offense for the Dragons here in this game number 5, as things have slowed down to almost a snail's pace here. Wookie Beast just dribbling that one up nice and slow, keeping control of the ball, trying to time out this clock here. Again, look, exactly who I was calling out here. Wookie Beast able to be on the defensive side, get a touch on the ball, and then clear it. And once again, this ball is on the CAVA Bears side of the field, as the timer will click out here. This will be the INGDA Dragons going up in this series 3-2.
What a round from INGDA. Again, just showing the aggression, I believe, that happened in round 2. Not giving CAVA much room to breathe or be able to really get full possession of the ball. Kind of sends CAVA in almost like a loop to where they're fighting over the ball a little bit. They're also getting backlined a little bit, I think, from Wookie and Xeno in terms of some of those demolitions. Again, we can't see that stat, but we definitely saw that coming out from the INGDA side in this particular round. I have no idea. This is so totally up in the air. INGDA has the opportunity to get game point here, but CAVA still has time to answer back. Such a close matchup. Love what I'm seeing so far.
Absolutely. CAVA with their backs against the wall at this point in time. INGDA on match point. If they can win this game number 6, they will be crowned our champions. If CAVA can take this one, we will be seeing a game number 7, and we will go the distance. Selfishly, that is what I do want to see. Of course, I love this action here today, as Dustin kind of was mentioning. All of these players, 7 of them with, CAVA switching players in and out in between these games, all on fire. Defensive saves from everyone, incredible. Offensive conversions from everyone, also incredible. But here we are, game number 6, INGDA Dragons on match point. Great demo by Saltmine. Will set themselves up for the first score of this game. 18 seconds in, and we will see CAVA with a lead here as, again, Saltmine set themselves up with that demolition and able to just hit the right angle on that ball to put that one in.
Very, very good gameplay from CAVA coming right out the gate, showing that a bit of aggression, kind of sticking it to INGDA a little bit, again, with the demolitions, knowing that INGDA was heavy on the demolitions last round. Nice conversion from CAVA coming out there. We are going to see the ball on the CAVA side at the moment. Saltmine trying to go up with it is going to be met by Xenobug, keeping it on the CAVA side and keeping up that pressure. Wookie also keeping it over here.
Yeah, once again, Wookie at the 50-yard line, able to just stop CAVA in their tracks and keep this ball on the opponent's side of the field. Wookie, for me, playing absolutely incredible on the defensive end. But conversions here now for INGDA trying to come through. Opportunity there for Xenobug will not go in. Demolition coming out from the INGDA Dragons. However, ball control is well in the hands of CAVA at the moment. 2 demolitions for the CAVA Bears come out. Wookie Beast, the lone player for INGDA up at the moment, but able somehow to bring this ball to the CAVA Bears goal, and it will not go in quite yet. Newsy with the final save on that play. Now, offensive pressure here for CAVA. Saltmine able to get the boost. That is huge. Are they going to be able to use that to convert into anything? At the moment, not quite.
I think it was crazy. The little bit of back and forth there. I believe the ball went in or was right there at the goal line at least twice. I know Eminence had a good shot a little while ago. Not quite able to convert off the top post and everything. Some good saves coming out from the CAVA side. CAVA currently has a little bit on the, or is a little bit more on the aggressive side. Xeno gonna be able to clear back out down the midfield over to Wookie Beast, and they're gonna keep it on this CAVA side for the moment. Possibly gonna convert. Some good saves, but Xeno able to follow up for INGDA, making this a 1-all round so far.
So many players. I think all 6 right there in front of the goal there during that replay. At the end, though, INGDA will come out on top. As Dustin just mentioned, equalize now in this game number 6, 1 apiece, and we are halfway through this game as well. This is going to come down to the wire. Cookie with a great shot. Unfortunate bounce there from Eminence Shadow, and that will put CAVA once again up into the lead here in this one. Cookie, I think, was there regardless. So great plays coming out of the CAVA Bears. Again, with a lead here in this game. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. There's plenty of time for either of these teams to continue to score goals. I holding my breath over here to see how this one does play out. But again, INGDA strong on the defensive side, will get the clear. Cookie with possession, though, taken away by Xenobug. Saltmine will lose that 50-50 as Wookie Beast will send it right over them. It is an open net, and Wookie Beast will hit the correct angle on the ball to send it from midfield all the way into that right corner. Good shot there coming out from Wookie, tying us up once again in this game number 6, 2 apiece. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock. As I mentioned before, this is going to be a nail biter.
I can only imagine the adrenaline that is in each of these players right now, because I'm definitely feeling it for both of these teams, with it being so close, having it at a 2-2 and everything. Currently some pressure from INGDA, but CAVA not letting up on their defensive measures and everything. You could definitely tell that each team is really, really wanting this. And Wookie Beast able to convert into another goal for INGDA, being able to bypass some of these CAVA defenses. A minute and 36 seconds left.
Cookie. Yeah, both Cookie and Newsy were there, but threading the needle once again is this INGDA Dragons team.
We're going to see a demolition come out on against the INGDA side. Cookie being able to get possession early. All these CAVA players we're over in this corner, trying to keep the ball in possession. Wookie Beast and Eminence going to be able to take it back over to the CAVA side, though.
And Xenobug with the follow-up. I mean, the Dragons teamwork is just insane. It's insane, Dustin, as we will see another goal be put in for the Dragons. We are looking at a 4-2 lead now. Wookie Beast has come alive in this game number 6. They don't want to see a game 7. They want to be crowned champions in the next minute and 7 seconds. CAVA gonna need to convert into 2 goals to send us to in overtime. Otherwise, they will be the losers of this series. But Cookie, that is how you start it right there. Huge, as Dustin said. 54 seconds left. CAVA has an opportunity now to tie us up. Oh my goodness, Cookie, huge play.
And I legit have no words for what we're witnessing at the moment. Huge opportunity for CAVA to be able to come back. Actually, open net. And Newsy, unfortunately, off the top post, is going to give it to Xenobug. Xenobug taking it all the way down. Is going to be bounced off. Eminence trying to connect. Not going to have a goal there. Cookie with an opportunity downfield. And the ball is going to go back out to midfield. So close, honestly, from both ends as to who could have gotten a goal. Other open net. Opportunity for CAVA here. And Cookie taking it down and making it a tie game with 21 seconds left.
And, of course, Cookie is the player that puts that in the goal, so shout out to them. But that whole thing started off of Salt Mine. Eminent Shadow and the INGDA Dragons almost got that goal in. It would have been a 5-3 lead for them, but Salt Mine with a crazy save, able to set Cookie up at the end of it to tie this game up. We have 12 seconds left on the clock. One of these teams can make a crazy last-second goal. They cannot get comfy here. 5 seconds left. INGDA Dragons do have control of the ball here. This timer will not go out until the ball hits the ground, and it will. We will see in overtime. If INGDA can get this goal in, they are crowned our champions. If CAVA gets it, we will see a game number 7. I'm sure all these players so nervous at this point. But with that being said, even with nerves on the line, all these players playing so well. I feel like as this series has gone on and evolved, everyone has just gotten better. And Cookie, with an opportunity, will get stuffed by Xenobug. It goes right off the crossbar. And oh my gosh, Xeno with a great defensive hold. And CAVA now with a great defensive hold of their own. Salt Mine again for the CAVA Bears, saving them in this one. Xenobug and Wookie for INGDA gonna look to clear this ball now. Wookie with an insane opportunity. Newsy and Cookie are there. Oh my gosh. This is wild.
And it, literally holding my breath as the Eminence comes in. INGDA is going to win this round as well as the championship for the fall 2025 season. Oh my goodness. What an overtime and what a matchup from these two teams.
What a matchup indeed. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, that was insane. Absolutely insane. Bring us back to the camera screen here, Dustin. Wow, wow, wow. I think both Dustin and myself are looking to just collect our thoughts here because that was, I mean, we just said insane like a million times, but I'm going to say, well, that was insane. Shout out to all 7 players that we saw here today. CAVA fought back so hard, sending us to an overtime in that game number 6 with their backs against the wall. And even to get to that point where the overtime had to come through, they had to have two super clutch goals that come through. So I never got to finish my thought, but the nerves from all of these players, I'm sure were on a high for sure. Maybe some of the most pressure that these guys have ever felt in their entire lives with the championship on the line. But as I was mentioning, we did not see almost any mistakes coming out of anybody. Everybody was playing super on point. The difference maker was just the teamwork and seeing the opportunity and taking advantage within all of those games. That was amazing, Dustin.
That is the kind of championship. I'm losing my words. Championship match that you want to be able to see. Kudos, a huge shout out to Kava though. That was super
Absolutely.
insane gameplay coming out, keeping it really close. INGDA being able to squeak it out there during that overtime, was really rooting for that round 7. But what a matchup, as Robbie mentioned, and I mentioned several times throughout this time. Holy cow, INGDA again with the championship. Thank you, Brandon, in the chat. INGDA first, Kava second. OVA actually coming out on third for this series and everything for this season. And I can't wait for all of these teams to be able to come back in the winter season and really see who's going to be on top during that go round as well. I am very curious to see how those standings are going to play out and see if we have any new teams coming into playoffs and everything, or if it's going to be some of these top dogs as well coming back for sure. But with that being said, thank you all for joining us today. We're actually going to be having another live stream tomorrow with the Fortnite Varsity Championships and everything, looking to crown those. Not sure that we'll be able to quite say right off. We have to figure out because of the points, the way they work and everything. But for today, thank you. Thank you, parents. Thank you, learning coaches. Thank you, coaches, the players, and any supporting relatives, friends, anybody who is tuning in. Those in the K12 zone, thank you all for joining and for watching the matchup too. I hope it was as exciting as we felt it was and everything. Robbie, is there anything you want to say before we wrap up officially?
Oh, of course, always. Once again, I just want to shout out all 7 players that we saw here tonight. 4 for the Kava Bears, 3 for the INGDA Dragons. Everybody so on point. Thank you very specifically to y'all for an amazing championship matchup. INGDA Dragons are crowned our K12 Esports League Varsity Rocket League Fall Season 2025 champions. Again, say that 5 times fast. But shout out to INGDA, crowned for the first time ever, not only in Rocket League, but in the K12 Esports League as a whole as champions. Congrats to you guys for Kava getting second place over everyone else that was in the Varsity League for Rocket League. Not anything to be ashamed of, actually insane. With that being said, cannot wait for the winter season. As Dustin mentioned, the greatest thing about the K12 Esports League, we're basically only taking that winter break when everybody else is off of school, and we'll be right back to the action. So I'm expecting to see all of these same teams, all of these same players continue to get better. The winter season playoffs gonna be high octane and high level, just like we're seeing here this week. But real quick, just to close this out, I want to shout out our winners throughout the week so far. And correct me if I'm wrong here at all, Dustin. My brain is going a million miles an hour after what an incredible series we just saw. But for Valorant, shout out to the Vava Bees for taking that one. Smash Bros, shout out to the K12 PEA Alpha Wolves for winning that one. And last night in Marvel Rivals, the Kava Bears Marvel Rivals team able to edge that one out as well. And then tonight, we do have the INGDA Dragons, our varsity Rocket League champions as well. Um, Tomorrow night, we will definitely shout out our chess winners as well as the Open Rocket League winners as well. If we're at a point where we know who those winners are, as there's a couple of things that happened for the Open League that we don't know who that championship is at this point. But one more time, thank you, players. Thank you, parents, guardians, learning coaches, for allowing them to participate with us. And shout out to our coaches. This is not possible without you. With that being said, everyone, thank you so much. Hope you all have a great rest of your night. We'll definitely see you tomorrow night to end our fall season 2025 with some varsity Fortnite matches. Cannot wait for it. Again, hope everyone has a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.